We're live. This is Alyssa, and we're at Bad Mom Jokes, and I'm so excited, you guys. I'm really nerding out because Hannah, say your last name. Leskosky. I'm so confused with like the technical side, you guys. This has been quite a morning. We've had a lot of technical difficulties, but nonetheless, I have found so many amazing comedians to interview, and Hannah is. I mean, she's a comedian, but she's also a ventriloquist, and you've been doing it since you were 8.
Yeah.
And I mean, what kid gets into that? Like, you was just like you were meant to do it.
I mean,
how'd you know to even do it?
So my mom did it when she was a kid.
So you had an introduction.
She grew up when they were popular on TV, and tried it for like 6 months in 4th grade.
Yeah.
Didn't like doing it, kept the puppet. I found it when I was 8, and then kind of just snowballed from there.
Okay, so I want to know, where was it? Was it hiding in a trunk somewhere? I feel like this is one of those movies where a kid goes in the attic or the basement. And
it was in our front hall closet. We were cleaning it out, and he just kind of fell down.
I'm sorry, but sometimes, here's the thing about being a creative type and working on this crazy side of things. I think sometimes things do just fall from heaven, and they're just like, this is for you. So your mom having that puppet and knowing it wasn't really for her, but something told her to keep it.
Yeah.
And then her daughter, 8-year-old daughter, stumbles into the closet. It falls out of the sky. And what did the puppet look like?
Well, he was a Jerry Mahoney, which is Paul Winchell was one of his puppets. So he had red hair and freckles, I think. And actually, it was kind of creepy. He had no hands. His hands were
coming
missing.
Closer so you can see all. No, you're fine.
His hands were missing.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened to them.
So how long did you play with this character?
I practiced with him. I don't.
So there was
quite
no one.
remember.
You're self-taught then.
My mom gave me some tips.
So because she knew how to do it,
And then actually every year we go to a ventriloquist convention.
Yeah.
And you learn things there.
Absolutely.
But,
so she knew, okay, my daughter's into this, and then she gave you the gift of like getting into it with you.
Yeah, she basically.
I mean, to go to a convention.
Right,
I didn't even know that there was of course there's a convention.
Yeah.
For ventriloquism, but.
And so she told me the basics of it, and I practiced and learned a couple things the first few years I was at the convention. But
and you're
I'm
just
pretty much
soaking it all in
yeah.
as a child. And so, can you still do his character? Like, what was his, or just describe it? Do you remember?
No idea.
What this little girl was doing with this creepy no-handed puppet?
Because he wasn't really. He was just kind of there to practice.
Yeah.
And once my parents knew that I was going to stick with it, then they got me.
And are they expensive?
They can be.
Yeah. So what was your next character? Or what do you call them? Like personality or?
I call them figures. I call them puppets.
So who was your next puppet?
So it was the one and only person, because I use animal puppets because I think the people look creepy.
For sure, I back that. And animals are so adorable.
Yeah. So but the first one was a person, and her name was Sandy, and she had braids.
Oh, Sandy. What color hair?
Brown.
Okay, so she matched you.
A little bit.
She's like an extension of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was before I wrote my own material, because I was like 9 or 10.
Sure.
And just used really old joke books.
But that's great, because what a great way to learn. I mean, I think a lot of comedians skip that step of really understanding what makes a great joke.
Yeah.
And then they have to do the reverse, and that can be really hard,
And it's some of those jokes are really, really stupid because they're from the 50s.
Yeah, they might, because now we've heard them all over and over again, but they're still probably crafted by people that write a good joke. So you learn joke structure. And all that good stuff.
The thing is if a puppet says it, it's funnier than
for sure
than what a person does. So you kind of get
So
that.
what was Sandy's best corny joke?
Well, it's funny, a joke that still works.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
Don't feel pressure. I mean, like, this is a different environment, but I'm still really curious.
It goes, you say, oh, imagine, okay, we're going to do some math. Imagine you have a quarter. Oh, I ain't got a quarter. No, just imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't got that much imagination. Okay, just say you have a quarter and you give me 15 cents. How much money do you have left? A quarter. You don't get my meaning, and you don't get my 15 cents.
Got it.
It's so stupid,
Yeah.
but
people laugh.
I'm still
Well,
laughing.
that's the thing about
I don't
a
use
joke.
it anymore.
Well, no, but here's the thing. Well, no, I'm sure it was so adorable because you're like
Probably,
10.
yeah.
I mean, it just, and like people are just like, oh my gosh. I mean, just that a 10-year-old could do ventriloquism, and then the fact that you're telling a good joke. And here's the thing: as we learn as comedians, even some of our material might be cheesy, but you know the punchlines that always work, so you always keep them in your pocket because you know that's your job is to make people laugh. So you pull them out when you need them. You know, that's great. So who is your next puppet?
The next one was Whiskers, who was a cat, and he was my main puppet basically all through elementary school, middle school, high school. Because I would do birthday parties and library shows and
wow. And were you making money? Like, do you have like a healthy savings?
It was
at this
basically
point?
my my job in high school.
Parents train your kids to do a special skill that they will get hired on a regular basis.
I would perform all around town.
And I'm sorry, where are you from again? Where's town? Did I ask you?
Champaign-Urbana, Illinois.
Okay, Illinois. Okay,
Chicago,
all right.
And
it was Whiskers.
Whiskers, and I still have him. I actually still use him because I'll still do birthday parties. I get booked for those. Not with Marty, but with my family-friendly puppet.
And so here is where I really got interested when I was reading about you, because you balance entertaining kids, and then you also do stand-up and you do more adult humor.
Yeah.
And I am just getting back into stand-up, and it's an over 21 venue, and I kind of have to check my mom hat at the door because I also have a family channel and that's PC and I don't cuss. And balancing, and that's why I created Bad Mom Jokes, is balancing that adult side of me with. So how do you do that? How do you balance those two? Like, does it come naturally for you? Like you're like, I'm at a kid's party, don't cuss.
Pretty much. Well, and if I'm using different puppets, because I would never think to do any bad material with Whiskers or any of the other puppets.
So it creates a boundary.
Yeah, they're very much
completely different characters.
Yeah, and
I can see how that would
I'm
help.
a different character with
them. Yeah. That is, I can see that because with me, I'm the vehicle, and it's like I'll be at a parent function, and all of a sudden I'm like dropping the F-bomb, and everyone's like, "Who's that, Mom?" And I'm like, "Oh, save this for tonight at the Comedy Store." Like, don't. Yeah. So it's hard for me because I'm being myself in both aspects. So I think that's interesting that you can create those boundaries and characters. That is so cool. So the other thing is, you guys. So I often say, like, I describe people as a unicorn, but Hannah's a real life unicorn, and I'm so glad I met you last night at the bar, and she had sparkles, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm in the presence of a unicorn. So you guys, I can't wait to meet Marty. Can we meet Marty and say hello to him?
Oh, he doesn't really like doing
live
anything, but
okay. Hi, Marty.
Hi.
So so you don't like live interviews? Is that a little bit like outside your comfort zone?
I just hate performing. He doesn't like to perform.
Oh my gosh, Marty, Hannah is making you do this?
Well, it's my community service.
What did you do, Marty, that you have to do community service?
A few things. So he has had issues in the past with
breaking
drugs,
the law,
jail, rehabbing.
Oh my God, Marty, you're my kind of unicorn. That's what Bad Mom Jokes is all about. Like, let's just be real. Yeah. Okay, Marty. Well, I'm so glad you're here, even against your will. I'm thinking that he's kind of like You're kind of like Pinocchio in the sense that it's like she's got you in your little. I mean, it's a fancy. Can I show his fancy?
His little house,
I mean, like, how cute is this? This is like is so. You hate it?
It's small.
Oh, I can see that. Maybe if you earn your keep, you'll get a bigger one. Do you think you think you could do that, Hannah? We could get a bigger one for him.
This is very easy to carry. It's
for his first. I don't know, his first big SAG gig, or I don't know, like you get like a slightly bigger crate, rainbow crate or something.
I think we're gonna stick with.
Oh, Hannah's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Not even for you, Alyssa. That is so Cindy Lou Who. Have you seen the new Grinch movie?
No, I haven't.
So my kids are obsessed, and my daughter is obsessed with Cindy Lou Who, and that's exactly what her scarf looks like.
Oh.
And it's not on the market yet because kids aren't really dressing like her because it just came out this weekend. So I'm knitting I'm sorry, Marty, to make you sit here and listen to this.
No, I was just making it because he was looking off in the corner.
He's like, I'm distracted and I don't want to be here. Okay, Marty, before you go, I read that you were on Rhett and Link.
Yes.
And how was that?
It was fun.
Yeah, so you vibed them.
Yeah, we were on a guest the ventriloquist to the guest the puppet to the ventriloquist.
Oh, nice.
And
so they had multiple ventriloquists?
yeah, there were I think 5 or 6 of us.
Yeah.
And then they would reveal the puppet.
Yeah.
And actually only one of them, only one person, because they had a guest.
Yeah.
Guest he was with me.
Oh, nice. And the thing is it a pretty small community?
Yeah, it's growing definitely.
Yeah. But did you know all of them? Like you're like, oh, I've seen you before, like at auditions and stuff.
I think I knew of most of them.
Yeah.
But
Is it competitive? Is it like my puppet's gonna beat your puppet at this one?
I think it's competitive
Yeah.
in a different.
Like do you have a camaraderie that you guys do it?
Yeah, well, and because there's a difference between the stand-up ventriloquists and the ones that do kids parties and that type of thing.
And you do both.
And yeah, I do both. But the ones that do, I think I have an advantage with the stand-up just because I have him and not like a person.
Right.
And my act is very.
So he's in your stand-up act.
He's my only stand-up act.
Oh my gosh,
I don't actually do stand-up.
I'm so excited, Marty. I can't wait to see your set. Because here's the thing is I thought maybe this was a separate thing and you just happened to have him in the hotel. And I was like, please bring Marty the unicorn.
I only do.
And you guys, we have to share. Marty's name is Marzipan Lavender Sparkles.
Stop.
Oh my gosh,
I
Marzipan.
hate
So you just prefer Marty?
Yes.
Okay, because your name is amazing. You know it. You must know that, Marty. I love that you're the reluctant unicorn. This is blowing my mind right now. I love you guys so much. Yeah. So I'm just like distracted by how amazing this is. I thought maybe that you had your ventriloquism and then your stand-up.
No.
And I was just like forcing you to do both today.
No,
this is your thing. That's so great.
I do this in comedy clubs and it's funny. I could never do like actual stand-up. I would be too nervous on stage.
Does Marty like to do stand-up? Is it his scene?
Well, we don't really do stand-up. We just we talk and then we'll do a trick or two.
Does he like stand-up comedians? I guess is what I'm asking. Or do you?
No comment.
No comment. Okay. All right. So you're not into the scene. I would think it would be your scene with like the babes and the drugs and
That's true, yes.
like the late night and Hannah's
we've been on shows with some.
Oh, I'm sure, and I'm sure they love you. Oh my gosh. They don't know what to do about.
Some people don't know
unicorns.
how to take us at first.
Yeah. Well, just send them to me. I'll be like, if you don't give them some respect, oh my gosh, you guys. Well, Marty, I'm not going to force you to sit here any longer. I want to keep talking to Hannah, no offense.
Yeah,
so we're going to say goodbye to you.
All right.
But you are amazing. I hope you go
you.
viral 10 times 10 and 100 million, whatever, through the universe.
You. Yes.
Because I want more of you.
I like
I have to say.
We'll put you
Not
away.
so reluctant now, are you? Oh my gosh, Hannah, that is amazing. Come in closer. I know this is awkward, and I hope I don't have horrible coffee breath.
Putting him away.
Yeah, because that name. Where did you come up with that name? It's so phenomenal. It's everything. That name. I want that name.
I think what happened was because I actually came up with the idea for him as a puppet, like the concept of a unicorn that is the antithesis of what a unicorn is. Surly and with drug problems. And so
let's move closer just because I really want people to hear you, and I just have the one microphone.
Yeah, I came up with the idea. It was at one of the ventriloquist conventions, and I was talking to my parents. I was like, I've never seen a unicorn puppet before. And, it would be funny if he had this kind of personality. And for some reason, I thought it would be really funny if his name was Marty.
Yeah.
And I think I worked backwards from what would Marty be short for?
And what would he hate?
Yeah, because he hates his full name.
It is such a great character that you've got here. I'm really impressed with him.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and you, obviously, because I know that you created him, so that's great.
Yeah.
So do you still go to the conventions every year?
Yeah,
Awesome.
every year.
And where are you based out of again?
Now I'm in LA.
You are? Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, because I'm in LA too, so I
Okay.
hope to see more of you.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
So how can people find you guys?
Marty has an Instagram, which is marty.unicorn.
Okay, marty.unicorn on Instagram.
On Instagram.
And hopefully I'll find it if I haven't already. I know I've stalked you a bit. That's how I found out about the Rhett and Link. And I think I saw on your thing the Gong Show.
I was on the first season of the Gong Show.
But when was that? Was it a remake? Because my husband and I were like, that was a while ago,
Yeah,
but we were obviously out of touch and busy with kids. So tell me about it.
They did a reboot in 2000. I think the first season was in 2017.
Okay.
By
Was
Will
it-
Arnett. Will Arnett
Oh, I love
rebooted
him.
it.
I
And
love
so,
him.
Yeah, I was on the
Yeah.
first season of it.
Oh, okay, cool. Can anyone find that? I mean, what channel
Yeah,
was that?
It's
Was
on
it Comedy
YouTube as the unicorn ventriloquist.
Oh, I can't wait.
Is my bit.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Thank you so much
thank
for
you
doing
having
this.
me.
This is
great.
awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, Hannah, I wish you well with Marty.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh my god, so great. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.